What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to GmiasWorld. In Madden 26, it's a lot of news coming out about it right now. A lot of good things. It's actually probably going to be better than you guys think. And a lot of the rage that I've been getting, like I told you guys before, I understand. It's going to be a few comments on this video that's going to say, Madden is going to be the same game it was last year. Madden is going to be trash. Madden is going to be that. Bro, you guys might be right. That's not like, I'm not arguing with that. That's not what I'm arguing. I'm arguing with you guys in the fact of there's been improvements and some of these things are being leaked now. So I'm going to share some of those things with you. One of the things that I was very concerned about as far as wear and tear, I'm hearing reports that it's not going to be very relevant in Madden Ultimate Team. For those of you guys that play regs, the good news is you can go based on the team. So even if you're a fan of one team and you're playing for money or whatever you're doing, you can go to teams that don't really have that issue as far as the quarterback goes. They're going to be abilities that players don't fatigue as much. All right, I didn't know that they were going to be doing stuff like that. So certain players that don't usually, that are always out there or whatever, that don't usually get tired, especially the pocket passers, if you're not running around with them, they're not going to get that wear and tear. The problem is if they keep getting sacked or you're running around and getting big hits, those players are going to be susceptible to it. Now, the good news is this, right? Based on what we've been seeing in college football 26, we're not going to see the same things in Madden 26. Also, franchise players, good news, just turn it off. You know what I'm saying? Wear and tear. Oh, oop, right there. Nope, go. Done. So franchise players won't be affected by it. If you're a franchise player, let me know based on like the sim type game, would you, as the commissioner, allow it to be in the game? I think that's going to be very interesting to get some of the feedback from the franchise guys, because obviously over the weeks, the build up and things like that, for realism of the game, the players may have certain aches and pains and stuff like that. So I want to know how you guys feel about it. For the most part, I've been told that you'll have the option to just turn it off, so it won't affect you as much, all right? I do believe, though, based on the way that we've seen college football, you guys that are saying, yo, gee, they're going to be doing the same thing, you could be right. But I'm going based on the information that I'm getting right now that it's not going to be as relevant in Madden 26 Ultimate Team. And again, if you play regs, just play with the teams that it doesn't affect that much, especially if you're playing for money. Don't just run around and do whatever you want and like, yo, bro, I don't care, I'm going to run around with this team. Another thing about it, as we speak about wear and tear, right? The quarterback is obviously the most important position on the field, right? But if you're a runner, let me know in the comment section, because you might end up just running with the Eagles all game, because all the information I'm getting about the leak ratings, it's outrageous, bro. Saquon Barkley, look, that guy is a miracle story, dog. With the injury that he had and then he left the Giants and went to the Eagles, won a Super Bowl, they actually gave him attributes where he's not going to wear and tear quickly. Just to give you guys a heads up, I don't know what it's going to be in MUT, but right now the Eagles are looking like a savage team, like a straight like dynasty right now. I'm just going to point that out for you so you guys understand what's going on with that. So if you are a runner, you're probably going to enjoy the game a lot more than players that want to pass. And I know if you are not that type of player and you come out, you just want to throw it down the field, it's also good news for you as well. If you have bigger body receivers that are more possession type receivers, like not a Randy Moss, you know what I'm saying, like a skinny dude going for 6, like just running past the defense. If you have more stout players like tight ends and wide receivers, the impact is going to take longer to affect them. So it looks as if EA is starting to do a couple things, and based on the ratings that I saw, it is going to heavily influence the way the game plays. So it was making me nervous, and I'm like, yo, if they do that, the game is going to be completely different. A lot of you gave your opinion about the fact that you remember contracts. It'll be garbage if they do all this stuff, and it's going to be more paid to play and stuff like that. But the way that it's looking, it doesn't feel like it's going to be college football 26. Now, whether or not you agree with some of the ratings and some of the things that people are saying, if you bought the MVP bundle, you probably played college football 26. I also want to hear your opinions about the game. Is it good? Do you like it? Things like that, because it looks as if only a few things as far as mechanics are going to be the same. As far as like the coverages and stuff like that, you could custom route zones, things like that. Most of the game is going to play differently, and it's going to all be based on the actual players. Now, they can't do some of the things that you can do with the movement that's in Madden. So automatically right there, you see like how Kyler Murray's juking behind the line of scrimmage and doing all that stuff? These type of things you're not going to really be getting in college football, but it's in Madden 26. It's going to have a definite impact in the way that the game goes. So the good news about that is archetypes are going to really actually matter in the game. I got this from a few of you guys. Yo, G, why is this quarterback playing exactly like that quarterback? Well, late game Madden, right? Everybody's going to do everything. I got a 700-pound running back that'll run faster than Usain Bolt right now. That's just the way, the end game Madden is. Madden is usually very, very fun leading up to the Super Bowl. After the Super Bowl, I don't know what be going on. Like, things be getting crazy. They start dropping 99s. Everybody is 99, whatever. Like, yo, let me come out here and do whatever. It gets real crazy. But as far as the basis of the way that this game is building up, like I said, I'm very, very surprised with a lot of the things that I'm seeing. So I have to share that with you guys so you stop worrying about certain things like wear and tear. It's not going to be as OP as I originally thought. All right, I've already saw a lot of the ratings. I see some of the gameplay. I see what's happening. It's not going to be exactly what we thought, right? Now, X factors and abilities. That could be good for a lot of you guys that actually hate X factors and abilities. And I'm going to tell you why. Not only is it in the blogs, right? And some of the things that they're writing, but the abilities and the way that they work is not going to be overpowered and dominate the game the way that it has been over the last, 4 or 5 years. For instance, everybody knows about deep zone KO. Everybody knows a dude's been wide open and a deep zone KO from 85 feet away, like looks at him and he drops the ball. Well, that's going to be reduced, very, very dramatically. Okay, 50% for abilities to work, which means that all those knockouts and things like that happen just generically because the game is what it is, that's also been tuned. And again, I'm going based on the information that they're telling me because I've been seeing a lot of college football where dudes are dropping wide open picks, wide open catches. It's a lot of bugs. Dudes are getting hit sticked into the end zone, but they're in the midfield. Like, I don't know what's going on, but ultimately, I'm seeing and hearing a lot of good things, and I think many of you guys are going to want to at least try the EA Play when it drops. I think it's going to drop like August 11th or whatever, 12th. If you guys try it and you don't like it, just let me know. But I'm telling you, at launch, I'm really expecting this game to be one of the best Maddens we've had in a long time. And the last Madden at launch that was really good, I would probably say, I think 20 was up there. 20 was actually really good at launch. But I think that they're going to have a lot of surprises with it as far as like the gameplay and the way that it moves and all the stuff that you're going to be able to do. And many of you are going to be like, all right, G, we could do this. Overall, is it going to be a perfect game? Probably not. But I'm telling you, based on the things that I thought that was going to really heavily affect it and what I'm hearing now, I'm not really worried about it. I think it's going to be better movement, better gameplay, and I'm going to be out there mossing you anyway, so I don't really care. It's actually going to benefit me a lot more if the wear and tear is not as not what they said it was going to be. Remember, you don't have to buy the MVP bundle. Get the deluxe like me if you're going to be playing Ultimate Team. I'm going to see you guys and girls next time. One love, y'all.